We'll be starting in just a minute or two. Dev, why don't you say a few words so we can make sure they can hear you?
It is 10 fuctillion degrees.
OBS did an update earlier, and it changed like the entire interface, and I had to spend time putting everything back the way it was. Because you know what my
I
favorite
love it
thing
when it does that.
you know what my favorite thing in a program is when it updates? When
When they move everything?
when it decides, oh, everything should be less dense in a program designed to manage things.
Leave it alone. Leave it alone.
I'm very tired of programs doing less density when it comes to interface stuff. Okay, they can hear both of us. Ready, Dev?
Good enough.
Welcome to the WtW podcast. We're here to entertain and inform while talking about Digimon. I'm Mark. I run WtW and produce Digimon on Blu-ray.
I'm DevQ and I have a cat stabbing me.
Did you do anything to deserve it?
Um,
Or is it the cat just showing you who's boss?
she's showing me her love and affection.
10 minutes from now, randomly you're just going to be going, ow, fuck. And then we're all going to remember that statement.
Yep. Her love and affection is painful.
How have the last few weeks been, Dev?
Shit.
I am also tired and older.
Hot, it's busy.
Yeah, hot. Let's go ahead and start off with Liberator. It's weird because technically Mirai has been introduced in the novel stuff. I did not remember her being quite so
That shit.
more Yuki. And
Yuki 2.0.
and also her using Hanimon as a prop at times was good. Like lifting Hanimon up.
Look, Hanimon's just like the perfect fidget toy.
Yeah, I'm surprised we didn't get a visual of her like moving Hanimon's arms up and down. That feels like something that'd be funny. And then it flips to the battle with Close, with Aris and Violet. And Shumon really just look like they've had enough. They just want
Don't
to be
blame
done.
them.
Yeah. And then, so Arisa gets her big heroic speech, which is nice. And then once you see Kaguyamon in the background, she makes this face like, oh no. But then the problem is she didn't know it was her sister and she's never seen Kaguyamon before. So she just knew.
It's like, wait, I thought you were in like another fucking country. You've been here this entire time
No,
and you haven't visited, you haven't contacted me. What the fuck?
She actually specified she had been back for 2 years.
Yeah, I had to reread that for a moment. Like, oh, she's been back for like 2 months. Wait, no.
Yeah.
Years.
So here we're basically about a year after Liberator started, so she's been back a year predating the story. And also Mirai does not have cards. Minus a couple, which she gives her. She doesn't have cards. She
In a
doesn't.
card game.
And am I wrong, or did she not have a D storage, or was she just specifically asking for hers to put the cards in? Because
It doesn't look like she had one.
yeah, I'm trying to remember if like she mentioned it in the novel stuff or not.
Oh yeah, I don't remember that. But
Yeah, neither do I. I was trying to just go, I don't remember. It's a very good setup chapter. Nothing actually happens, but it's a good setup chapter. And also, for some reason, they have to be like, hey, look, if you look carefully at Close, you can see Imperial German again. It's like they're already doing this
yeah,
again.
I like that they had to clarify what was going on with Close because I apparently misconstrued what was going on last week. I
Well,
thought like he
did
was
did they
controlling them.
did they specify, or did they just say a possibility? I may have misunderstood. I thought they were
It
saying what
said
they thought
that
was happening.
I thought they said I thought the narration said that all the NPCs were trying to challenge her, but she was just ignoring them.
No, but I mean, like, what actually is making Close that way?
They thought that it might be Unchained.
But that's what I mean. they haven't actually told us. They're telling us what the characters think, if I'm remembering right, and I may not be. Am I wrong? Or in the setup stuff, are they doing like a lot of talking where
Yeah.
I may just be missing things, but it feels like they're like doing a lot of this might be happening, and also the main character's missing.
Yes.
Okay, I'm just
Mm,
making sure. It's one of those things where I'm not sure if I have the right read on it or if I'm misreading it. And then it's funny because we talked about last week. Uh, the column's back with battle coverage against Gaimon. It's
I
nice to
don't
see.
care.
It's nice to see it again. I like it. My only issue is a lot of the battle coverage now is with decks that can't actually exist. So like it's kind of strange where it's like this card did not like this was not part of the person's deck. It's a card that magically appeared or evolved from another card, or someone is overtly cheating. So having battle coverage, I think the last battle coverage with a like real deck was like 6, maybe. So it's just a bit odd to me.
Like, by the way, you can't actually do this.
Yep, and then anniversary time, 15th anniversary of Xros Wars. It feels like
God
this,
fucking damn.
yeah, it feels like this one has hit a lot of people more than a lot of other anniversaries because it's just they're just like, wait, what? No, Xros Wars can't be 15 years old.
Wow, I've been doing that one RP for 14 fucking years. Holy shit.
And then Hurricane Touchdown is 25 years. That one's finally on Blu-ray, yay! And the 19th anniversary of when Digimon Savers 3D first went to Sanrio Pearl Land.
That still feels weird.
That it's been that long, or that it was there in the first place.
Both.
And then it is also the 24th anniversary of the Adventurers Battle, the first Digimon Tamers movie.
Times.
That one also feels like it isn't that old, but it is.
Look, that one definitely feels that old because one of my friends did a fan dub of it and I was in it and I had to do a lot of bullshit.
And
A lot
then
of
we'll
bullshit.
talk about the social media art a bit later. And we have Beatbreak news, which is weird because it's basically like out of nowhere. Like they announced it, it felt like out of nowhere just so that they could announce stuff before Jump Victory Carnival. Tomorrow is played by Miyu Arino and Gekkomon's Megumi Han. So Arino's done a few small Digimon roles, but he's known for, let's see, Soren Kingdom Hearts. He was in Fafner, Mob Psycho, Gundam Double. He's in a lot of stuff. He was Haku in Spirited Away. Um, and Megumi Han we know quite well.
I have never heard of this person before.
Yeah, for people who don't know, she's been Takaru since the PSP game and in 2020. She's Nokia in Cyber Sleuth. She was Iru in Hunters. She was the I think the lead Witchmon in Ghost Game in that episode, among many others.
She's one of those, like, you look at her Anime News Network page and you're like, oh, damn.
Well, the funny part is uh, her connection with Digimon actually predates her being in the cast. A lot of the earliest photos we have of like events where like they had stuff at events was photos from her when she was a kid.
Oh, that's adorable.
Because I believe her mom was an actress and she dragged her to every Digimon thing there was. And even like when Kakuto's posting photos, he'll say like, "There's a better angle in a photo that Megumi Han posted a year or two ago," and it's from a photo from like 1999 when she's like 7 or 8 or something.
That's hilarious.
Yeah. So they both give some comments. It felt. Did it feel weird them doing like these silhouette teasers like 2 days before they announced all this?
Yeah, I would assume they were gonna drag it out longer if they're making
Well,
that big of a deal of it.
especially since in her case it wasn't from the back, and every like some people were making guesses of very well-known famous voice actors. I'm like, that looks no, that does not look like that person. That's just the only name you know. It is not. I forgot her name from Konosuba.
I was half tempted to.
Everyone kept
I was.
multiple people kept trying to say fuck, what's Explosion Girl's name? I worked on that show and I don't remember
Mm,
it.
I can't remember people's names, let alone my own relatives.
Trying to find the actress's name. Okay, the character was Megumin. It was Rai Takahashi. People kept trying to say it looked like her, and I'm like, from what little I could see, that looks nothing like Rai Takahashi in the face at all.
I was waiting for someone to badly Photoshop Sergeant Frog in there.
The funny part is, the more they show us of Gekkomon, the more that joke gets better. Especially when they showed us the sheet for the Jump Victory Carnival mascot thing, and the art from it's like, God, it is Sergeant Frog.
And then the mascot. It's like,
We'll show some
yep,
photos of the mascot later. And there were some good photos of it. Also, I love that um, every appearance of Gekkomon for this, as like at his first event, had him with Agumon or Vmon.
adorable.
The only one who had any alone photo spots was Agumon.
I mean, fair,
Yeah.
because
No, yeah, it's Agumon. Then Anime Expo, they had a ribbon rally. They did
really
some.
like to go.
Yeah, the the idea is fun, especially having it. Although I gather the booths were not that close in some cases, and they also gave away a Beatbreak and Alyson fan.
Oh,
That's
that would have been like, it looks cute.
that is always a popular giveaway because you can print stacks of them. I have one from Senko from when I was at the premiere at Anime Expo like 6 or 7 years ago.
Also practical because, damn,
Yeah.
the heat.
And then for Alyson, we got a music video for the intro, which showed off a new Renamon evolution, which I have to say, I feel like it's not like the most creative choice to just go. It is a white Cubimon.
It's a Lowland Cubimon.
Yeah, that's literally the one that everyone was saying too. We got
Also, I need to see better art of it because it looks really blobby.
well, that is like that CGI specific CGI style. I'll wait till we see like better art, because even like the little card preview stuff, it's so tiny because I gather they let people take pictures the first day, then they stopped them, and people were still trying to get photos, which is why there's other stuff that we're not mentioning. Because if you ever want to see why companies stop doing previews like that, then we got the theme song Firebird Girls by Enna Alouette. I know this is a VTuber. I had not heard of them before this. And the,
Nice, but
yeah, and
I've forgotten it already.
there's an English and Japanese version of the theme song. And then for Time Stranger. So first up, they're like, yeah, Bandai's doing their summer showcase, and we're gonna have a deep dive gameplay for Time Stranger. And there were two opinions of what the deep dive was going to be. One was they're going to show us new stuff, or B, it's going to be an overview of stuff we've seen with maybe a slight bit or two, and it was basically the overview thing. Nothing bad, just we've got a lot of news lately, and the stuff there was smaller little
It's like, here's some gameplay.
overview. Yeah, Bandai had a lot of stuff to show. They showed off Evil Pac-Man, which I have a pre-order for because it has new actual Pac-Man in it. And then
Now
we've
I
got
have the urge to play the Adventures of Pac-Man again.
that was Pac-Man 2, I think. And then uh, from the EAN barcode searches, a Switch 2 version has a barcode for Time Stranger. Now, that's happened a lot with things that never come out, but it does definitely suggest that Bandai's at least
At
planning
least
just in case.
interested.
Yes, but also the barcode data also had a PEGI rating attached to it, which was PEGI 12, which is roughly PG-13 or teen rated. So yeah, not a guarantee.
Yeah, average.
I mean, frankly, we've seen the graphics, we've seen the console and PC limitations. I don't see any reason this wouldn't get a Switch 2 port, which is what we've said even before we completely understood the Switch 2 is,
Yeah.
yeah,
It's like, this looks like Switch 2 graphics. This should work fine.
yeah. And then we got a little clip preview for Junomon, Omega Shoutmon. They did Coronamon and Lunamon the same day, which was a nice little pairing.
They're so fucking cute. I love them.
And Jessmon, who's pointy,
Yep. He's suffering from spiky bitch disease.
spiky. And then some Terriermon assistant updates. First, he did a collaboration with Kaga Nazuna, another VTuber I've never heard of.
Me
Uh,
either.
so that video was them doing various trivia games, like who would they want to have as partners and so forth. Then they played Time Stranger together on her channel, which I skimmed over it and I looked at what other people said. It's just the demo we've seen. It doesn't look like there was much unique there, minus if you want like every bit of footage you can. And then Harrymon Assistant. See, that's not correct in the chat. I know plenty of them. I've just never heard of these ones. Then Terramon Assistant did previews of the new Pendulums, where the main focus was on new Digimon. They showed off Wankomon, Manakimon, and Gasamon. I feel like the winner here.
Ronkomon has no thoughts going in there.
I like the samurai vibes of Gasamon.
I like the puppy where it's just like, no thoughts, head empty.
And
There's not
then,
a single functioning brain cell
and
in
then
there.
I don't remember who brought it up. Hellboy Kitty. I know it's the cat statue that's also Charm's Lot. I just love that. Like the first thing I saw anyone say somewhere on social media was it's Hellboy if he was a kitty.
I am fine with this.
Yeah, and then we got plenty more Pendulum previews. Mon Memo came back for the first time in over a year. They showed
Welcome
off.
back.
They did an intro for Sayu Warriors. Then they did an intro for Toho Braves. Then they showed off most of the new Digimon, both with art, sprite, and clarifying name and mini profiles. What's funny is most of the art I like. One stands out weirdly art-wise, though. Do you know which one?
Shellmon?
Hakamon. If you look at the art, it almost looks cell shaded. Like it almost looks kind of like a cell shaded JRPG character, sort of. It's just a bit odd looking at it because it looks a bit off to me for some reason. Not bad, just different.
Like,
And
doesn't match in with the rest of them.
yeah, it looks like it's almost looks like a screenshot like you'd expect to see from a Pokemon game or something.
That makes sense.
Maybe it's the pose. Something that just seems off. But yeah, a lot of new ones. The Daruma mod, getting the art of it and getting it like with the full dragon like regalia. I feel like we didn't expect that based on the sprite we saw a while ago. Because it looks like
No, no.
because it's like, oh, it has goofy little legs and a goofy tail. It's like, oh no, these are like actual like dragon arms and a tail. It's just funky.
Yeah, I thought it was just gonna be like Digitamamon, but with like, just stick some axolotl fucking
Yeah,
ears on it.
yeah, that's what I was expecting. Instead, it's like, oh, it's a whole dragon thing. And U.S. pre-orders are open for both these for anyone who wants to order. Does it feel weird that they didn't do pre-orders for the cases in the U.S.?
Honestly, not really, because
You think they just wouldn't
I
sell?
almost I don't think they would sell really well because, like, at least in Japan, they were marketed with the original stuff. Like, when that was over here, I never fucking saw those things. It's only the actual
To be
V
fair,
head itself.
to be fair, we never had the original pendulums.
Yeah, we didn't, but they had those little case kind of things with the digital monster, I think, as well.
I honestly don't remember it. And then another single for the album arrived before it shows up in a couple weeks. That is certain. So let's look at this nice beach art, shall we? He's standing on the beach and there's a bicycle behind him for some reason, and behind that is a surfboard, and also he's holding a bottle of water.
Is he gonna go surfing? He's not wearing anything
No, see that's the
crazy.
thing I forgot is he's I mean,
Is he just being a fucking poser?
we're nitpicking it for our amusement. It's fine cover art. It is very much a music album cover. It is nice art though. It's just easy to pick on it.
Because we're assholes.
No, because it's fun. And then Toei Weekend Splash did weekends 2 and 3. Man, I'm really like I've peeked in a few times. The video quality on these sucks. Like I can't actually be like polite about it. It's just not good.
You would know.
Well, I took some screenshots and had posted them in a few places, so I'll put them here also, just so everyone can see what I'm talking about.
Why would you torture them like that?
So, Digimon is the old streaming masters. Uh, Pretty Cure and Doremi have not been deinterlaced at all. And Bobobo, I don't know what's going on with. It's like a field of the videos just missing.
Fucking wretched.
And Bobobo is one that I know they're good masters because I worked on that on the US Blu-ray, so I know there's good copies of Bobobo. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with the video with these. I would assume they're being put together by someone who does not do video work because deinterlacing is not that hard if you have masters or if you have tapes. It's like pretty easy. I don't know what's going on with the lack of deinterlacing is especially killing Pretty Cure. If they could
Looks
fix
so wretched.
if they could fix like here's the thing. Digimon looks basically how it always has up until the Blu-rays. I can't really complain there because they know what those masters are. They know they're good for streaming, so whatever. But the other three, I don't know what's actually going on with. In the case of Pretty Cure and Doremi, it's not that hard to just do basic deinterlacing that would make it good enough. So I really don't know what's going on with that at all. Shame. Then Adventure 2020 is no longer on Hulu. It's still streaming. It's still easy to find. Like Hoopla still has it, and Digimon stuff comes and goes from Hulu so often it could be back now for all I know.
Give it a week or two.
In fact, if I click its page right now, does the page go anywhere? Nope, it is still an error page, so it is still down.
Okay.
Uh, but yeah. So 2020 will be back. It still places. I like the Digimon one on the summer stream is whatever it is. Same for Bobo. Pretty Cure and Doremi, those, as far as I know, have not like existed anywhere for a very long time. Those ones are a shame for people who like those shows. Because like I think
There's
pretty
any like good quality that even exists at this point.
well, no, that's the thing. Like Toei clearly has copies. They just aren't deinterlaced, which is not. I can I look. I can theorize. I don't know what's going on. I assume someone just grabbed copies and whatever. And then Digimon Partners, most known as the site that when it opened, people were like, "Well, WtW's gonna have to shut down now. It won't be able to compete with this." Uh, they posted a website about the website refresh. Most sections of the site are going to close. The site will still be there. Products will continue to be sold at the online Toei stores. They moved that years ago.
Yep.
The point system on the site is ending, which was kind of like do this and that, and you can earn, digital widgets. Um, it sounds like everything is closing except doing partner projects, which up to ignoring right now, the last one was a year or so ago, I think.
Yeah.
And the partner branding has been removed from basically everything. Like the partner Twitter went back to being an anime Twitter, which is what it was before. The YouTube is just generic Digimon branding now. So the one thing they're doing is the new project for the Digimon Expo, which is the Digi Gallery, which they explain, the what you can draw or take photos of. I like when they do these, and they did it with the novel and manga contest also. They are very clear about like submission formats. I like that they take the confusion away from that. Like this one, they give you a printout. They say like what it has to fit. Yeah, so submissions are open until the end of the month, and they open. Actually, they may be opening like right now. So if you have anything you want to take a photo of or draw, read the rules and enter, and we'll see what you can do.
Neat.
So let's sip some water before cards.
Uh, why?
Okay, we get the Amy parallel card is less exciting because we've seen this. This was like I think some of the first art we saw for this set with her hand forward. Um,
Oh yeah.
yeah, the special parallel card I love, and I love that they're making sure to preview all of these because the art previews do not really show off how these look. You need the texture of the card to show them, and then uh, parallel art of Kyoko, and that's certainly some coffee she has, isn't it? I like how the steam ends with the little skull on it.
I'm just looking at like the texture of it, just like coagulated to the
Yeah.
side of the cup.
And then we get Alphamon parallel card with a nice little energy silhouette outline of Kyoko.
Looks really cool.
Yeah, this one actually looks very good. This is one that it needs like the nicest finish possible. It feels like that would work really well. Then
Yes.
Rai, Rie. This is her. Is this when she's introduced in Cyber Sleuth? I don't remember.
Me either. I
I think
barely played any of it.
isn't this like a hospital scene, like right when she's introduced? I
Remember
like
my
I
pregnancy?
don't fully remember for some reason.
It's like, why is she doing that expression in a hospital? Is it because she put you there?
I think it's to get people spending money on the card.
She's about to commit medical malpractice.
Then Yuko reaching out to Aiba, like froze on that name for a second, and then she gets a nice little double E card without a Digimon on it, which I actually really the look of that one isn't. All of these look great when you see the foil version in person.
Yeah, the actual, like
Yeah.
the plain artwork looks kind of like ass, but when you see the
Nah, see,
actual
see, see, I
foil,
see. I give more credit. It's not that it looks like ass. It's designed specifically for the card. Like even when you look at the card, like you can see different parts are made different textures and reflective materials. I think it's neat when they do that, and I would like them to do it more. And then Suedo, God, they really fucking detailed his face.
that man has no eyebrows.
Then Seo gets a parallel card. Very much an anime plus style thing.
I like her other cards better, but this is still a really cool one.
I'm trying to remember what her original card looked like. Sayo, no, don't. Then Yugo. I don't have much to say about Yugo
Still
because it's
textured, but
functionally just like alternate art of Yuko, basically. Although I do like the effect on the photo holofoil one. Works really well.
Yeah, it looks almost like kind of like scales, sort of.
Yeah. That's one especially where the texture helps and actually gives it like a different physical look entirely. God,
A lot of depth.
that really does look great. That is one where even more so than the others where the art just does not represent what they were doing that well. Like that's one where they clearly knew the card was gonna be textured and everything. Dianamon gets a really good one with Sayo. Yeah, this one I just like. And then Kyoko
I'm
gets this,
reminded of that meme where it's just like, damn, I think we're gonna have to kill this guy.
and then Kyoko gets a special parallel card, and this one's a gold foil one. I will say this: I love how the texture on this one's almost like a digital distortion thing. Like if you look at the Alphamon, where it's almost like sideways digital, almost like snow
Yeah.
from an old TV.
Ooh. I also kind of like feel like how the gold is almost looks like embossed on it.
Yeah.
So
Then Ariamon gets a new parallel card, which that just looks cool, I think. Although the weird thing, if you look at the Digimon in the background, are they all drawn more realistic than they normally would be? Like look at the
oh
Rukamon on
my
the left
god,
side.
the fucking face!
Yeah. Like they're all drawn like pseudo realistic. It's weird. I like it, it's weird though. Then we get Nyabutmon with a few other
I
cats.
can't.
And can we appreciate the Bodamon, Yukini Bodamon Cloud?
Oh god, I didn't even notice that one until you pointed it out.
It's fun.
That's
The
beautiful.
Tailmon looks great, and also Pete. I know it's just a generic Wanyamon, but I say it's Pete.
I want to pet the baby.
Then UL Force Vidramon Ace gets a parallel card.
Absolutely badass.
Someone said this is right after UL Force Vidramon gets his energy back in the game. I don't remember, but I assume that's probably correct. And then Rena gets a parallel card of the moment when she kicks Barbamon in the head. I just said it was from Cyber, so someone said it's from Hacker's Memory, which they kind of treat them as the same thing,
Either
though.
way,
I mean, I'm wrong. I'm definitely wrong on that, but they kind of treat it the same thing. Also, I love the motion on Barbamon's head, where it's like
like
blurred
fuck
out.
that guy in particular.
Yes. And then we get a token card, which is a box top, or the box top set only has 5 cards, but the 6 is a token cards for the Syndromon's familiars. And I think everyone's agreed that the best part of this card is the energy Syndromon in the back doing the Oja Sama laugh. Just and it even has the hand pose and everything. Anyone who watches anime
Beautiful.
has seen that 1,000 times. And then now what's funny is I still wrote clean, but someone pointed out to me today the cards on the site actually have sample now on them, which is probably because people keep trying to print them and then use them in digital stuff. So now they're just printing sample on everything. In,
Damn,
fa-
ruining all of our
in
fun.
fact, someone pointed out that the EX09 previews from a month ago, our cards are clean from when I grabbed them, and on the site now they're sample. Like they've been changed from when I
Bullshit.
put them up to now. Which it's not a shock. People do stuff with the art so much.
Like, let us play with the card art.
And then card battle. Bless them, they did it again. It's a Digimon card room episode where they do a match, and the English one chops off all of it to only do like the 3-minute segment with Yuki going, and here's some event stuff.
It's still cursed.
I miss like the full borderline framed as like a game variety show thing. I think that worked much better for this. Literally just do that and subtitle them. It works much better than the VTuber. Like Terramon Assistant is a good VTuber. I have not seen anything from the Yuki one because I'm pretty sure what it is I believe she does the Japanese show and then they translate what she said and then she has to do it again while trying to act and do it in English.
Which isn't fantastic.
And also the model just isn't good.
Yeah.
And then for its product time, so re-release. We knew there was going to be a re-release of War Greymon.
Yep.
They're also doing another printing of the various memorial necklaces. So those are all available to pre-order in Japan. I'm trying to think if right now is this the oldest Digimon product being re-released, like still in stock as of right now? Because this is from 2000. This is from Try in 2018. Actually,
Reprinted.
that may be when this War Greymon's from. Actually,
Mm,
it's they've been a while. And then we knew there was going to be a Xros Wars pop-up event at Book Off, and they've announced it. It's officially being branded as Hunters. It's going to be at last time I looked, they listed 25 stores because it'll be a little mini pop-up
I
corner. What was that?
I need these.
So new art. The first is anime art with the characters in yukatas. Then graph art artwork with a sunflower theme.
I fucking love all of it. I need all of it.
I feel like the funniest one is look at the graph art of Kira.
He's just kind of staring straight ahead.
Yeah, it's
I
just
love how
amusing.
Greymon looks confused at his tail.
Confused or happy.
Possibly concerned.
I like
It's
how
like, what is this
I
sound
like how
again?
Tagaru he looks like he's holding two of them. He's like, I got two.
That's as many brain cells as he has.
So I'm looking at the art and it's like it's funny. Like you could take look at Psychmon. It's like they redrew Gabumon art and put the sunflowers on him. I love it.
Look what's going on.
It's so funny. Yeah, I like all the art though. It all looks good. Does it feel like they should have given the two of them Jorulumon and Ballistamon?
Yes, or at the very least, like, give him the Pikmons.
Yeah, something. They like are oddly off, and also like, are they the only? Okay, they're not the only ones eating, so that's at least fun. I was gonna say it's like weird. They're like standing off by themselves. Yeah, so this shop is open July 25th through August 11th. Plenty of book off stores if you're going to be in Japan in that period, though. And then they announced a new Digimon Adventure pop up shop with new Sanrio stuff. Okay, so
Someone's
it'll
that
be
one.
different shops in August, September, and October, plus online. Two types of art. We get anime style art, where the kids and the Digimon are wearing clothing and accessories based on the Sanrio character they're paired with. Then SD art, where the Digimon is wearing an accessory based on the Sanrio character, and the Sanrio character is wearing an outfit based on the kid.
Too
And
fucking cute.
and also the pairings are not the same that they've done for Adventure when they've done the collaborations before.
No, they are not, because I actually have that
Yeah,
the blanket.
I know a lot of people are very happy that Joe's with the frog instead of what was that one water creature's name? I don't remember its name.
The
That has like the weird goofy evil face. People seem very happy with him with Karopi.
fitting. Also, I would not expect Tai Chi with cinema roll, but fuck it, it works.
And Agumon is happy with those ears.
He looks pretty cursed, actually.
Was someone said it was bad Smaru? I don't. Was it?
I would go into the other room to check the blanket designs, but
No,
then the dogs would
I'm
enter
pulling it
here.
up now to check. I found the image. It was Han Kyoden. That's one that I don't remember.
Okay,
Yeah,
the Kappa looking
yeah,
thing.
it's the Kappa looking one. No, if it was bad at Maru, I think that's one I'd probably remember. Yeah, I just remember it was like weird water creature. That was a good guess based on me commenting on the evil mouth though. Yeah, so products here is we get a range of anime art, we get a range of the SD art, and plus the if you buy this, you get a postcard or illustrations. I'm looking at the products. Which do I think is the best? Plenty of can badges, acrylic keychain stands. Mm, God,
Acrylic stands. Those are fun. That and the Digivice acrylic
you
keychains.
know what I'm gonna say the best product is? It's a product they don't have, but I thought they did before I translated it a few days ago. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Look at the egg-shaped case from the SD art, and wouldn't that be a great cushion?
It would. What is it instead? Is it a washcloth or
No,
something?
it's like a accessory case, like an egg-shaped case.
Oh. Oh.
Yeah, when I saw the images, I'm saying like, oh, neat, they're doing a cushion. That one's neat. I'm not gonna get it, but it's neat. And I translate it's like, oh, it's a accessory case thing. Like, okay, and they also won't
It would have
have.
been better to push him.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. And then poll results. Not only does Shurimon win, Shurimon wins when someone was clearly trying to vote stuff Yaxamon, and Shurimon still won.
I mean, honestly, I figured that one would be in second place just
Oh,
because
sure,
it's shown up in
but it
so much shit.
but
But
it is definitely not one out of every four votes popular.
yeah, no,
If it had
unless
been
you're scaling.
if it had been 15 or 16, I would have said, okay, that's fine.
I expected closer to like a solid 20.
Really, everyone did fine except Kabukimon. Like even Nohemon, I think right under 10% makes sense for Nohemon.
Yeah, it's a fun little
Yeah,
design.
and not a shock that Ponchomon did well. Frogmon, I think, is higher than we expected, though.
That's a, I mean,
You think
frogs are
so?
really popular, so yeah. I mean, if you like amphibians, you
Yeah,
are
that's
like
true.
hardcore frogs.
And then, new poll is which is your favorite of the new Pendulum colors? It feels like people are arguing about, like, actual arguing about these.
There's only two options. I mean,
I feel like I'm seeing more energy for Sayu Warriors. We'll see. That's what it feels like the energy's for, though. You know what the hardest part about stuff like this is? In my memory, because 6 and 7 are brand new. It's like hard coded my memory, though, that the pendulums are 1.0, 1.5, 2.0, 0. So to have the, like, when they did the colors and they actually did the full numbers for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, when I see here, my brain keeps going 6.0, 7.0.
yep, mine is doing that too.
Yeah. And then we have the little weekend potpourri stuff. So first up, uh, Time Stranger was at Anime Expo. Many photos. People very nicely offered all their photos to us to repost at good quality. And even like when I'm like, oh, good, we'll be at the weekend post in a few hours, they're like, if you wait a bit, I have more photos I'm going to be posting in just a few minutes. It's like, great. Um,
We are very grateful.
yeah, so Time Stranger had nice display there. I gather it was not, it was at like Bandai's booth with the other game demos rather than like at the Alysion booth, which they gave it a very nice booth in one of the I believe that's not the lobby of the convention center, but like the entry place is where I think it is.
Entry hall.
Yeah. We get that. We did not know that statue existed before this.
It's such a cool fucking statue.
I know. But like we get the nice little zone there with the demos, um, explaining everything. You get the trailer wall, which explains why we got the trailer like 2 days before this. And then right behind it, you can see the single most diabolical thing in it. Do you see where it says Kentia Hall? That
Yes.
that is always hell hot, everything stuffed in. I heard it was less of a pain this year. Uh, when E3 was there, that used to be where they would put like the random accessory makers. Like, go somewhere else.
Like we have chosen you to suffer.
Yes. Then we get card game art. I like how it's Shoto trying to like keep up with everything he's missed, and he's still not back yet. Is the funniest part. Then we showed
It'll
it
be fun.
Then we showed it last week because it popped up right before the show, but we've gotten art for the Pocket Digimon World and Lost Evolution since they had big round number anniversaries. I still think it's cheating to have the one be the July art. And then for the anniversary of Xros Wars, we got some really nice Xros Wars art of an evolution scene. Although I've seen a number of people say this actually, I think, is the Cross 3 pose, but they've added the sword. I haven't double checked that if it's accurate. I just like the art. God, that's what I want a modern transformable figure of. I have the old one that they made when Xros Wars first came out.
Just like a couple of the kind of like the vinyl kind of toys, just kind of like
No, 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 no,
clipped
no,
together.
no. I got the actual like the proper toy ones where you would actually buy separate figures and they could combine to make them.
Ah, okay.
Like you would buy like an action figure of Shoutmon and it like in my mind it's like maybe an inch tall, inch and a half. And then like you would buy Ballistamon and it was a like pseudo to scale Ballistamon they could combine into Cross 2. And then you would get
Was the Japanese release or the English release?
Japanese.
Okay.
Yeah, or like the sword would come with Shoutmon, for example. But yeah, those were nice. I really like those toys. And then we get reference book art, and it is Yehumon. Feels like it hurt a lot of people who were kind of hoping it would be a Sylphimon evolution. I don't think that was likely, but like I can understand why from the silhouette people could see it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I get that.
and then um, Alyson was on display at Super Tamer Battle in Japan. This is its first display at an event where they have the demo, they had the Japanese version of the trailer playing. Uh, Ka-
Nice.
Kakudo got items from the cassette crowdfunding project. He mentioned that, it was released in March, the crowdfunding thing believed in January. He mentioned he wasn't really involved with the crowdfunding. He had some say in the gifts, and he got samples of them the other day. I guess he had helped on the booklet, so he thought they were sending him that. He didn't realize they were sending him everything, like literally
Very nice
everything.
spread.
Yeah, and then he points out that they sent him the reproduction art also, but so big that he has not carried it home, so he's sort of just left it at his office.
That's funny.
In fact, am I wrong? Or if looking at that photo, I think it's still in the box because I think that white thing around it is like a shipping frame for it. I
Zoom
think
in.
that's like a little shipping thing around it, I believe.
Yes, yes it is.
Yeah. Well, like you said, he's kind of left it there because it's too large for him to take home so far.
Yeah, I
He
see those
he
little
act.
corner things.
It's actually funny. He points out cassette players are rare nowadays, but he likes that it's US is rechargeable because that was not like USB rechargeable was not a thing for cassette players.
Oh no, no, it's just like just cram the
I'm
little
still
bastard full of double A's.
I'm still like off and on tempted to order the identical one unbranded from AliExpress. I'm just not sure it's worth the effort at this point. I feel like it was only going to be worth the effort if I could order it and get it before the first episode when they announced it. I was so
The time
tempted.
has passed for it.
I was so tempted still. And then from Jump Victory Carnival, our first look at the Gekkomon mascot. So
Being
the
cute.
so the weird thing, does it this is the first mascot that we've gotten that does not feel like it fits the framing of the other mascots since they introduced this Agumon mascot in 11 years ago. You know what I mean?
Like
Like,
the
it's not like the same body style and everything. I mean,
yeah, no, the other one's
like every
a little
mask,
chunkier.
yeah, every mascot we've gotten since because there was Agumon, then they introduced Gabumon, then we got Gatchmon, there was Vmon, Gamumon, they did
Guilmon.
Guilmon. Those all feel like they're designed to be the same. This one does not. Yeah, even in the chat,
Yeah,
they're
this
like,
one's a lot tweaker, sort of.
yeah, and they're like, Gekkomon looks smaller. I will say the feet glove boot things are weird. I assume those are just its feet, but like they're designed like boots. And then also Jump Victory Carnival, they had the nice booth. Megumi Hand was taking photos and posting them before the event started. She also showed off getting one of the promotional bags. And they also had Time Stranger there. They also had uh, a cordoned off thing showing off all the stuff from the various collector's editions, which is nice. Then the movie 3 social art's so nice. Terriermon with the egg.
Fucking soft.
Then card game art, which is Owen getting a brain freeze from shaved ice.
I feel that.
If, if you look at Show, does it look like he's still like nervous that he's not back in the comic yet?
Or that, or he's annoyed that like, hey, we have a job to do, but here you're eating fucking shaved ice.
And then Usagi Bochi did a bunch of practice sketches. Just big wave of characters. Is the best one Yao?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah, and Elizamon.
and he had mentioned that he just wanted to do practice drawings with that logo, which I don't think we've seen. This is not this isn't the normal Liberator logo, is it? Have we seen this logo before?
Now that you mention it, I have no fucking idea.
Yeah, in my brain,
I always just blur it out of my head.
in my brain, I'm just looking at this. I'm like, have we seen this? And I've just missed it. It's like this doesn't seem to be the because the Liberator logo is rounder. And yeah, it was the best. And then art for the new chapter, Usagi Bochi did Arisa posing. I'm trying to think like the most recent one is from what's that one anime? The they're reincarnated as the kids of the singer.
Oh, Oshinoko.
Yeah, the murdered singer does this in a promo image for that, but I've seen it before. I just don't remember what it's first from. That's the one I remembered from though. And then Tomo did art of the sisters. Does this feel less like the vibe? So okay, so this is really good for a promo image, but does the vibe not match the comic and instead feels like a sitcom?
That's correct.
Okay, good. I'm not imagining that. And then chat, time for questions. First one was sent in by Diego. He mentioned he really enjoyed the new Susanumon art since it feels like it was aimed directly at him. I assume he means the art of Susanumon from the new Digital World, that promo image they did. So you want to know what is some recent art, Digimon or otherwise, that felt like it was aimed directly at you and me? You know what's a good one? That image of a Gekkomon from the count from the photo times, where he really just does look like a goober's frog. Because like if there's anything that matches like what I me like calling him Sergeant Frog and shit, it's definitely that image.
It's not Digimon, but pretty much every scene from Be Your Idol from K-pop Demon Hunters was created to assassinate me personally.
I've seen some images of that. I've not seen much though. But I generally get the vibe you mean.
Yeah,
I'm trying to think like, is there any non-Digimon art that has really spoken to me lately?
it's like Villainous Twinks. Hell yes.
Let's see. There's been some game promo art, but nothing more than that Gekkomon. Then Stark said, I'm sure you've answered this before, but if you got the chance to pick a Digimon partner, what would you go for, and what theme would you want to follow for the evolutions? I get the question, but has that ever been something that's been like a choice in Digimon outside of Takato? It's sort of just what happens. I feel like generically mine would just be Agumon and through War Greymon if I were to choose. I would just be basic and pick that.
I need something supremely fluffy. So probably Doromon or Monodramon is what I usually use.
Yeah. Yeah, it makes sense. Tiny Iron Fist said, "Do you think more characters from Beatbreak will be revealed? There's only 3 months left till it airs." We have to remember, at this point, we didn't even know Ghost Game existed. Like at this point in the
Like,
promo cycle,
surprise, bitches!
yeah, like we didn't know Ghost Game existed until like July 31st, somewhere around there.
And even then, we kind of thought, I was like, this looks kind of fake.
Oh, there are multiple people who, when I was trying to decide like if there were better versions, they're like, "This looks fake." I'm like, "No, I really don't think it is. It's just the coloring style doesn't match what people expect." And also, the idea that Tenya Yabuno was style would show up in a poster was very strange. But yeah, I wouldn't worry about it at this point because they announced it very early for what we like. Remember, Adventure 2020 started in it was April, right? It was like April 3rd or whatever.
Uh,
We did not know it existed until like January. So we're still it was announced early, so we're kind of early in that cycle. So I would say give it another month and a half to see what pops up before you worry if we're getting a single character show. Any other
still want
thoughts,
my
Steph?
slice of life.
We all do. Let's see. The next sentence was someone said, "What would you do for the podcast if Digimon Beatbreak ends up airing Monday night in the U.S.?" Me and Dev would, I assume, just move the show if we decide, especially since I think we're probably agreed we're probably going to do weekly based on the show. If it's
Yeah,
on, yeah,
I mean,
if it's on a
doesn't matter
day,
to me what day it's done.
yeah, if the show's on, if the show airs on a day that makes doing Monday shows inconvenient, we would just move the show, I assume, based on when it is. Like, if the show airs on Thursday or Friday, I could see us just doing it Monday anyways. If the show airs Monday night, we could move it to Thursday or whenever ends up convenient for both of us.
Yeah, as long as I'm not at work, I
Yeah,
don't care. I mean,
yeah.
I'm easy.
Let's see. What Digimon would we like to see made from a Sanrio collab? I like that one person guessing Maru. So now in my head it's like you should just have like a Pico Devimon Maru popping.
It went all of the cinema rolls.
Are you saying Cinnamoroll Armagamon?
Unironically, I would fucking love that.
See, in my head, I'm trying to think who would work as Omegamon, and then my brain just jumps to the time that the Gundam was fighting Hello Kitty, because that was an actual anime short they made.
Oh god, now I need to see that. I have not come across that.
Oh, you'll see it and you'll just go, they actually made this look good is the funniest part. Uh, see, in my head, all I can think now is Hello Kitty Gundam.
Hello Kitty Transformers.
Let's see if this pastes into the chat. I think it will, and I will also show it to you, Dev.
Burn.
Yeah, chat will enjoy that. Hopefully that worked for you, chat. I think it did. Yeah, that's a Hello Kitty blocking the shot.
Not
Yeah.
just block, just fucking tanking it.
Then someone said, not for a fancy or special thing, but what type of places do you like going to just to go out and get a meal with friends or family? I'd live very close to a very good Mexican place and a very good Chinese place. Those are my default because they are very, very good, very close, and affordable. And it's one of those like people like, there's a good one on the other side of town. It's like, I'm sure there is, but here and good.
For the most part, just like mall food court because half of my family and friends can't decide on one specific thing, so it's just like split up the party and then reconvene later.
Yeah. And then they also want to know, and what about places that aren't around anymore? The bet a few miles away from here used to be the best Mongolian barbecue I ever had. And they closed like 6 months before I moved back.
Uh,
And I didn't know that
one,
until I had moved back because in my head I was like, oh man, gonna be near that place again. That would be great.
and then all your hopes and dreams are crushed.
Yeah, shame.
In Baltimore, there was in one of the mall in the Lake Street Mall, there was a really good Japanese restaurant called Edo Sushi, and pretty much every year, me and my friends would go to Otakon and then like all have dinner there like really late at night. It was just so fucking good.
And
But
yeah,
that
gone now.
doesn't exist anymore. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's gone.
yeah, happens to a lot of places. Shame. But yeah. Oh, was it all you can eat?
Uh, no, it was like a nice like sit down place, but they had like a huge menu. So
Oh, okay. Yeah, those. That's always nice.
that and also had like balconies overlooking the harbor side too. So it was just really cool.
Then we got a question. I've seen people say this appears to be the biggest year for Digimon since Adventure was airing. Do you think that's true? I think people forget like the stuff we got in like 2020 and 2023 around then. Like in 2020, movie, TV show, we were waiting on a game which was a few months after new ports and remasters of a game. The card game launched. 2023,
Figures, so many fucking figures. My
yeah,
god.
2023, Ghost Game was ending. We were waiting on a movie. Uh, I think that's the year when it appeared Survive actually was coming out and did come out. I think it was 23, wasn't it?
22 or 23.
Yeah. And then right after Survive came out, they announced the remaster of Next Order. Like, there's been a lot of stuff in the past 10 years in general. Yeah, so I will wait until stuff comes out to decide how big of a year it is, frankly. Because, like, you don't see anyone going, oh, when did Rear Rise come out? That was a big year. Because, like, people like Rear Rise, but a lot of people just did not play it or put money into it. For all we know, Alyson could be gone in a year or two. It wouldn't be that shocking. I would hope it lasts, but who knows? Last chance for chat to ask questions. Then someone said, "Is Time Stranger your current most awaited game for the rest of the year? If not, what are you looking forward to?"
Absolutely fucking not.
I'm not even sure it's my top RPG for October. It's
It's like
like,
I'm sorry. I'm looking forward to Pokemon Legends EA.
But like in a
And
couple,
Silk Song.
like let's look at just a few games that are on my list, just a few. In the next few days, new RoboCop games come out from the team that made that good one a couple years ago. The
That
remake
is
of
very fun.
Metal Gear Solid 3 is next month. Final Fantasy Tactics Remaster is a couple days before Digimon, and then a couple weeks after Digimon is the Dragon Quest 1 and 2 remake. There's a lot of stuff I'm looking forward to. Digimon could like here's the thing. I will wait to see how the game is. Like some of these are known quantities. Like I can guess how Final Fantasy Tactics and Dragon Quest 1 and 2 are going to be. I will wait to see how everything plays in Digimon. It's one I'm waiting for. I don't think it's near the top. I mean, later this week, Donkey Kong's out. That looks fucking crazy. I mean, like here's the thing. I don't think Evil Pac-Man's gonna rank highly, but I'm still looking forward to it. But nowhere near as much as Digimon, though.
Yeah, sorry, it's Silk Song, then Pokemon, and then Digimon's like third unless something else bumps it down further.
Yeah, Digimon ranks highly. It is not like the be all end all that I'm looking for. Like here's the thing, and Dev and Lost will confirm. I really like the shooter series Truxton. It's the first one in 30 years. In a few later this year. And the demo, I had very low expectations for the new one because why wouldn't I? Oh, we're gonna bring it back. It's gonna be 3D graphics now, and they put out a demo. It's like, oh shit, this is actually good. And chat laughing at calling Evil Pac-Man. Here's the thing: what is better to call it, Evil Pac-Man or Shadow Labyrinth? The better name is Evil Pac-Man.
Yep.
Yep. Let's see, and I believe that's it for questions in chat. Let's see. I don't think we missed any. Yeah, that's about it. Dev, what Wikimon article would you like people to read?
Shurimon because it fucking won.
Yeah. Plus, it's one of the better ones, honestly, as far as armor evolutions go. It
It's
really is.
nifty.
Yes, even in chat, like, if we were to just say Shadow Labyrinth, they think we're talking about a generic indie roguelike. And here's the thing, honestly, the actual Shadow Labyrinth game is not what I'm looking forward to from it. I'm looking forward to that they're having Pac-Man Championship Edition style challenges in it, which I've played too much of that game. Okay, thank you everyone for showing up. I can be found at WtW as always. We will be back in probably exactly 2 weeks. I don't think I have anything going on Monday in 2 weeks, and I don't. We'll see. Catch everyone later. Thank you for showing up. Bye.